What's going on, guys? So I'm going to show you guys how to install your very own double end bag in your own home. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so I wanted to break down my home gym double end bag setup that I have here in my garage. Yeah, something that you guys can do. It's fairly simple. Show you guys the items that I use for the setup and the cost of it. So the first thing you're going to see here is I actually have this Everlast water-filled base. So you can use water for this. It comes with the water bladder that goes inside this plastic base right here. It unzips, and then the very top of this has this D-ring right here, which is what the bungee cord or the rubber cord for the actual double end bag attaches to. You can also use this for your heavy bag if you don't want your heavy bag to swing around. This costs about $20 from Everlast. You can get it from Everlast, Amazon. I do have the Ringside double end bag that you see here. It's pretty standard. This is about 50 bucks, $55. Comes with one bladder inside. You do have to inflate it, so you have to get yourself an air pump to pump it up. Put the laces right there, and then it has the two loops. Full leather construction, as you can see here, nothing synthetic. And when Ringside ships this out to you, if you get it from Ringside, Amazon, eBay, wherever you buy this bag, it actually comes with these two rubber bungee cords right here that you can see. And this is, I actually tied a knot in it because I just needed a little bit more tightness on mine. It just depends on the height from your floor to your ceiling on how tight you want it to go, as well as how much rebound you want. But it did come with these two rubber bungee cords. I do have my Milwaukee drill. I have these screw eyes or eyelet hooks that I use in the ceiling, and it requires a 3/16 drill bit to drill a pilot hole. Again, you want to make sure that you're going into a stud or a material that's going to hold the hooks in place. Obviously, you don't have the same amount of weight as a heavy bag, but what you do have is the actual pulling force from this rubber or the bungee cord that you're going to use. So you still need it to be pretty sturdy in terms of being able to hold the double end bag, as well as the vibration of it going back and forth. Last thing you want is to be hitting it hard and then it kind of rips out of the ceiling. 3/16 drill bit. For this water-filled base, I decided just to go, so I had a 45-pound weight laying around that I use for training. I actually put that because it has a hole right in the middle. It actually works perfectly. So instead of using water for the base, all I did was I just get this 45-pound plate and I just put it right on top, and then the D-ring just goes right through that little hole, and then I connect the bungee cord. So now this water base just has this 45-pound plate and it doesn't move around. So that's basically it that I have, and I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back up and show you how it looks when it's all installed and how it performs. All right, guys, so I have everything installed. Here is this Ringside double end bag I have installed here in my home gym, aka my garage. And you can see that it's all set up with the bungee cords, double end bag, as well as the base. Now, the base, you have several options. You know, if you have a concrete floor that's not post-tension slab concrete, meaning that if it does say post-tension slab, like you see here, so some garages will have this printed on the garage. It says post-tension slab and FTO, do not cut or core. What that means is if you start to drill into your garage floor, they have these long tension rods that go through, and you can essentially damage your garage floor, damage your home foundation. So be mindful of that. But if you don't have that, you can drill right in and put yourself a screw eye into the floor, or if you don't, you can get this Everlast water-filled weight bag, or weight base, should I say, which is about 45 pounds as well if you fill it up with water. I had a 45-pound plate available to my disposal, so I just basically put it on top. You do have this D-ring right here at the bottom that's connected to the water bag, and that's what basically holds any kind of hook that you have. The Ringside double end bag came with these rubber bungee cords, which is nice. You didn't have to buy them separately. It actually comes with the double end bag, and it comes all the way to the top. You can see that it has a little hook that hooks into the leather strap. And then you have the Ringside bag, which is inflatable, has a rubber bladder on the inside. You just inflate this. You put the inflation tip in here, inflate that with your air pump. Has laces. This is all full leather construction, just pretty standard black, red, and white. Another leather strap at the top with another bungee cord. Again, that's included with what came with the Ringside. And then at the very top right there, I drilled with a 3/16 drill bit and I screwed in the eye hook. I actually put a knot right there, as you can see it, towards the top because I needed a little bit more height. And that's basically how I adjust the height on it, as well as the rebound. So as you can see here now, just depending on your personal preference, some guys like it a lot, has a lot of rebound. Some like it tighter to where it rebounds a lot quicker. Mine's right in the middle. The whole purpose of the double end bag is so when you hit it, you get some rebound. That way you can work on your head movement, speed, and timing. So as you can see, I have mine at a pretty good rebound rate right there. Not too tight, not too loose. Good enough for, you know, people that are beginning off or someone that's more advanced. So again, at the very top, I used these stainless steel, the screw eyes. Mine are 3/16 by 3 inches, 3 inches deep at least. You want to go deeper into the wood, into the wooden stud. If you don't have a wood stud, you're going to need to brace your ceiling somehow. You don't just use drywall anchors, because the actual tension of this double end bag, that bungee cord, will rip the actual eye hook right out of the stud. So make sure that you do go right through the stud with that. That way you don't have to worry about any durability. But as you can see, it's a pretty easy and simple setup, man. Just the double bungee cords right there. And it all just depends on the height between your floor and to the ceiling, and that will determine what you need. But everything is fairly affordable as far as pricing goes. The water-filled bag was about 20 bucks from Everlast. This Ringside bag, this one was about $54 on Amazon. It came with actual bungee cords. Depending on which one you get, I mean, you can get one for cheaper. You can get a $20 one. That's completely up to you. These screw eyes, I think this was like $3, and then a drill bit and a drill. So that's totally depends on if you already have. I would hope that you already have a drill in your home. If you don't, just borrow one. I wouldn't buy a power drill just for putting up a double end bag, but the drill is good to have around your home. That way you can just use it for any kind of projects. But there's my setup, and I'll show you guys how it works when I start hitting it.